Hey lovelies, welcome to another edition on Immigrate with Ammy. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone for your support. Thank you for your likes, shares, your comments, and of course your subscriptions. We will continue to share content that will help you in your immigration journey. And if you're just coming across my face for the first time, you're welcome. My name is Ammy. I talk about relocation and studying abroad. You may want to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend it to others. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe, and also share my videos with your friends and your loved ones, and keep watching.
The benefit includes full payment of the tuition and the fees at the assigned host university. And then if you're accepted for the program and you need to undergo some pre-academic English language training, then the cost for that training will also be covered. If you are accepted for this training also, you are going to be receiving a living allowance per month, which also includes a one-time settling in allowance. You would receive as accident and sickness coverage, okay, that's like an insurance. You would receive a book allowance. You would receive a one-time computer subsidy. Also, the cost of travel to and fro from your home country to the location or to the particular country where the program is hosted, and also the domestic travel required during the program event will also be covered. And then you would receive an allowance for professional development, which covers other professional activities such as field trips, professional visits, and conferences. Hello guys, you're welcome to Immigrate with Ammy, and today we want to talk about a particular fellowship which is organized in the United States of America. I started by actually mentioning some of the benefits of this particular program, and I'll be walking you through this program, and then for you to see what are the benefits, what is the structure of the program, who can apply, how can you apply for it, and then some other useful information will also be shared in the course of this particular video. Okay, so guys, you're welcome to the Humphrey Fellowship Program, which is organized in the United States. So this is a Fulbright exchange program that aims to build connection between United States and foreign leaders to advance solutions to the most pressing global challenges. And these challenges can range from, combating climate change, to protecting human rights, to increasing access to education, and to building a global health security. So basically, this program was actually founded in 1978 to honor the late Senator and Vice President Hubert H. Humphrey. Okay, and since then, this program has been running on a yearly basis. All right, it's just a little bit of history. In terms of the funding and the administration, the Humphrey Fellowship Program is a Fulbright exchange activity that is fully funded by the U.S. Department of State, and it is administered by the Institute of International Education in the United States. So the question is, what are the impact areas that is covered in this fellowship? This fellowship program, okay, it's a 10-month intensive capacity development program that covers about 4 different thematic areas. One of them is thriving communities, okay, and I'm going to be showing you the professionals in these 4 fields who are eligible to apply for this program. So thriving communities, sustainable lands, rights and freedoms, human and institutional capacity. So these are like the development areas that are covered under this 10-month fellowship program, okay. But to give you more details about the professionals who can apply under these thematic areas, under the human and institutional capacity, or if you have experience in economic development, in finance and banking, public policy analysis and public administration, technology policy and management, you are eligible to apply. Under the rights and freedoms, this covers areas of specializations in communications and journalism, law, and human rights as well. Under the sustainable lands thematic area, it covers areas such as agricultural and rural development, natural resources, environmental policy and climate change, urban and regional planning as well. And then the 4th one, in the thriving communities, the fields of study of the fields of specialization includes public health policy and management, substance abuse education, treatment and prevention, educational administration, planning, and policy. So if you're a professional in these areas, you are actually eligible to apply for this 10-month fellowship in the United States. Okay, so what are the eligibility requirements? So the first one is that you must be a citizen of an eligible country, and I'm going to show you where you can check if your country is eligible. Okay, a lot of countries are eligible actually. You must also have an undergraduate, that is a first university or a bachelor's degree. You must have a minimum of 5 years of full-time professional experience in any of these areas that we have mentioned previously. You must have demonstrated leadership qualities, and you must have a record of public service in the community. You must have limited experience in the United States, okay? And then you must demonstrate some form of English language ability. Okay, then from there we will move to the application process, and then I will show you some basic question and answer to guide you in deciding if this opportunity is actually for you as well. Okay, so what is the application process? Humphrey Fellowship, okay, in the United States, you can apply in two different ways, either through the public affairs section of the U.S. Embassy in your home country, or through the office of the Binational Fulbright Commission in your home country. Okay, now the thing is that there is no fixed application deadline. All right, the main thing is that most of the application is usually concluded by October of every year, so you need to actually check with the U.S. Embassy in your home country or the Binational Fulbright Commission in your home country for you to understand when the deadline for your country will be, so that you can apply before that particular deadline. Okay, now your application pack must involve some documentation, which is basically number one. So they're going to provide you with some questions, and you will need to write some essays to answer those questions, and you must give your responses in English language, okay, in a thorough manner. Secondly, you will need to provide 2 letters of reference in English, and one of those letters must be from your current employer. Okay, the third documentation you will need is official transcript in English. So one of the requirements is that you must be a university graduate. So you would need to actually get your official transcript, okay, and then you must ensure the transcript you are going to upload in the application, right, are official copies, okay, and they must be valid document. The transcript must list the courses that you took during your university education and the grades that you received. You don't need to upload your graduation diploma. You only need to upload it if your transcript does not show any proof that a degree was actually obtained by you. So after you apply, there will be like a national selection by the respective team within the United States Embassy in your home country. And then after that, there will also be another independent review committee, which will review the nominations from the United States Embassy. And then it is after that that the final candidate approval will be determined by the scholarship board. Okay, and then once the final approval is gotten, then each embassy or the Binational Fulbright Commission will inform all candidates of the status of their application. Okay, so this is just basically like the brief process that you need to follow if you're interested in this fully funded fellowship program. Okay, now this page, the Humphrey Fellowship website, has a lot of questions and answers that can guide you and provide you with more information. One of such is that, for example, what does the fellowship program include? And you can see the benefit which I mentioned in the beginning of the video, which you are going to benefit if you are selected for this particular fellowship. Okay, you can see payment of tuition fees at the assigned host university, pre-academic English language training, maintenance allowance, which will be given on a monthly basis, a one-time settling in allowance, accident and sickness coverage, a book allowance, one-time computer subsidy, air travel, international travel, to and fro from the US for the program, and also domestic travel to required program event, and then a professional development allowance for professional activities such as field trips, professional visits, and conferences. Okay, these are some of the information that you will need. There are also other questions that answers have been provided to. For example, where can I access the Humphrey Fellowship application? If you check that, you would see that you would need to either contact the US Embassy in your home country, or the Binational Fulbright Commission in the country that you currently live, to access the Humphrey Fellowship application and then to find out more information about the application. Okay, you can also see, is the Humphrey Fellowship program a degree? So there are quite a number of questions here. If you open, if you click on this plus button, you can find the answer. For example, what is the application deadline? I think this is important, and we can check what they say. So application deadlines vary by country, just as I said. The nominating US Embassy or Binational Fulbright Commission will advise you of its internal deadline for receiving applications. US embassies and commissions must submit their nominations to the Institute of International Education in Washington, D.C. by early October. So by early October, you should have applied, and then the application would have been assessed at the country level before being passed on to the Institute of International Education in Washington for the next stage of the assessment. So what is the program timeline? The US embassies and the Fulbright commissions, they submit their nominations by early October, all right? And then by March of the following year, the full list of the accepted candidate would have been announced, and then the program will start between April and September of the same year, basically just to give you an idea of the program timeline. All right, you can find answers to other questions right here, which can guide you, towards getting more information and stuff like that. Okay, so for the list of countries that are actually eligible to apply, first on this page, you can check, by your region. Okay, so they have different regions there. And for example, Nigeria belongs to the sub-Saharan Africa. So if you're in Nigeria, you can check here. And then if you check that, it's going to give you a list of the eligible countries under the sub-Saharan Africa. You have 47 results, including Angola, Benin Republic, Botswana, all of these countries. And then, of course, Nigeria is among the list. Let me just go down. So you can see here that Nigeria is there, so you can contact the US Embassy in Nigeria to find out more information how you can submit your application. Okay, if you click on this link, it's going to open the necessary page under the US Embassy or the US Embassy and Consulate in Nigeria, where you can get more information about some programs that they actually manage their applications, and you can reach out to them to find out more information regarding this Humphrey Fellowship program. Okay, so guys, we think this will be a good opportunity for you as a professional. If you have the requirement, if you have, if you meet the eligibility criteria, this is a great program. Okay, I did some research, and I actually discovered that under some circumstances, it's actually possible also for your family to join you shortly after you arrive for the program in the United States. So you might want to explore this option as well. Okay, so guys, give it a try. We're going to drop some useful links in the video description for you to read up some information, and then you can also see for yourself apart from what we are saying in this video. Okay, of course, we always give you the right information, but it's also good for you to do your independent research so that you can have more assurance about the information we are passing on to you guys here. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Wish you all the best always, and we look forward to actually receiving some good news from you. Thank you, and I will speak with you guys very soon. Bye.